So we're talking about engineering, forces, and earth science. So for engineering, make sure you understand the engineering design cycle. For that, the steps are need, criteria, constraints, testing, optimization, and solutions. You should understand the basics of those. You've read about CK12, and we've used it making our paper bridge. So the need is always, what does your project need to do? Like for our paper bridge, it needed to hold a load, some sort of stress, during a certain different parts of construction. For criteria, how do you know it succeeded? The bridge didn't fall down, right? It didn't fall down in any of the different cycles when the pennies were at the ends, when the pennies were in the center, your carload or your construction material, or when they were equally distributed. So that was our criteria. Constraints, what are you limited to? I only allowed you to use paper, pennies, and books. Testing is just seeing how it matches our criteria. So you had to move the pennies to different places to see what happened, to see if it succeeded. Optimization, how can you make it better? Maybe you can put the books closer together. Maybe you can use more paper. Maybe you can fold it differently. But it's a way to optimize it. And solution, you need to be able to tell somebody else how it works. So that's what comes out at the end. For stress and strain, don't get those confused. If we're applying it to engineering, well, stress is always force per area. It's kind of like pressure. So the stress could be is from the weight, like from the pennies. And then the area for a rectangle, you should know, is length times width, and the area of a circle is pi r squared. So if I put a penny on there, I would do pi r squared for the area. So it'd be the weight of the penny divided by the area of the penny, or if it was a rectangular piece. I'm not going to make anything more complicated, but you should be able to know area. And then strain is what happens to the material. It gets longer or it stretches. So this is, stress is what you do to it. Strain is what happens. So you should understand the difference between those and how to find area of basic shapes. If we're looking at geology, we need to realize that the stress is due to the plates banging into each other. It's due to the convection currents that make the plates move. You can end up with the strain of faults, earthquakes, or volcanoes. You should understand the difference between tension, compression, and shear. So tension is when you pull them apart. So you have divergent plates, so you get sinking or valleys. Compression, you're pushing things together. Those are conversion plates, so like rising mountains. And shear, things go sideways, which is a transform fault, which is sliding or displaced sides. And that's all you should need to know.